have you here in Nashville.
This is awesome, man.
This is epic.
This is what I have pictured with you and I for him. Woo! Teddy's Tavern. We're here. Welcome to Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches. I'm Jimbo, and today we are in Nashville, Tennessee, and I know everybody knows where Nashville is. Today I'm with my old buddy and country music artist, Frankie Justin, and today we're going to talk about his career and how his career is about to go this way with his new producer, Jimmy Ritchey. So it's going to be epic, and y'all are invited. Teddy's Tavern. Let's get in here, dude.
Let's go.
Woo! Welcome to Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches. Hey, so this is a new little addition we got that I've added to the show, and this gentleman, Frankie Justin, my guest today, has let me, because y'all haven't heard me sing, and that might be a deal breaker. But hey, we are coming to you from Teddy's Tavern, Nashville, Tennessee, and if y'all haven't been to Teddy's, to me, it's the best little kept secret. This is a cool venue. So if y'all are in Nashville, which I know everybody is, Teddy's Tavern, go check it out, neighborhood bar. So, Frankie Justin, you ready to do this thing?
I'm ready, man.
Give me a bottle of your very best. I got a problem, I don't drink up my chest. Gonna spend the night getting down. Is that a woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound? That a woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound? You take me out of the house and tonight I'm whiskey bound. I'm gonna be the drunkest fool in town. That a woman that I had wrapped around my finger just come unwound. Here we are again. Woo!
This is epic.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey,
I appreciate
thank you, man.
Thank you.
No, seriously.
So so Frankie and we've been talking about doing this, getting together, because him and I and his dad go way back. They're all family. I mean, this guy is family to me. So we've been talking about this setting, doing something like this, way before the podcast show started. So look at this. Does it get any better?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
No, wait a minute. No, Texas. Sorry, it would be better in Texas. I know you're a Nashville guy now. You're a Nash guy. So tell me, man. So this is 5 months now?
Yeah.
You been here?
Yes,
right?
sir.
Right?
Yeah.
Best move of your career?
Oh, it's been the best move probably of my life, not only my career.
That's so cool.
Just being around it, and being here, and being exposed to everything has been such an experience. And not only that, but just meeting everybody. That's been the cool thing.
You're in it.
In it,
You're
yeah.
in it 24/7.
Yeah.
24/7. So, Broadway, I know you've done this. I know you've been here a bunch in the past, but now that you're here, every day of your life, is Broadway still the same or no?
Since when?
For you. Is it, so you look at, so before you were coming from Connecticut or coming from other places
Yeah.
right to play here, right?
Right.
So now that you're here, so do you look at Broadway, the Strip, any different than you did before you moved?
I'm not sure about that. I don't think so. I love it. I think it's a great music center. I love playing places like Tootsie's, Honky Tonk, Rippy's, all that. And the cool thing about Broadway is you meet so many new people and so many different people, you know?
Yeah.
And you get people from all around the world. I mean, I just met somebody the other day on Broadway about a week or two ago from Kenya. I mean, how does that happen? And it turns out
it's a melting pot, man.
It is amazing.
It's a melting pot.
And
it's
so she was Mrs. Kenya, which was so cool. And we started talking, and you meet people from all around the world. And I think that's the beauty of Nashville, you know?
Yeah.
And it has so much history in these walls. So I don't know if it's ever going to change for me, to be honest.
Wow. That's amazing, man. Because so if I have to remind everybody, Frankie and I got together, obviously, if y'all watched a few months ago at Freiheit.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll remind you again, this gentleman is 24 years old and has the world by the tail in his career. And now, I told him now you can tell me what it's like working with the man in Nashville, the producer in Nashville, Tennessee for country music, Jimmy Ritchey.
Oh, man. Well,
because you're working with him now, right? So I mean, you're right, interacting all the time. So what's it like? Number one, number two, what is he doing for your career?
Oh, well, first off, I mean, he's honestly not only been a great thing for my career, but for my life. One of the best things and one of the best people as a life mentor, you know.
Wow.
And that is something that you can't, I don't know. It's just priceless. It's so cool. And to have a friend like that who's done it, who does it, it's just, I feel really blessed, you know.
That's a big testament.
We talk almost every day. We're always working on something. And just to have that guidance of somebody who knows, you know, how to do it, and somebody who's just so kind and, like I said, mentoring you in life as well.
So
can you ask for a better friend than that?
So he's a better, what I'm hearing, he's a better person than he's even better producer. Which,
oh gosh, he's amazing. He's incredible.
Man, that's cool. I don't know. I don't know if God puts anybody in your life better than that. I mean, for what
it's true.
I mean, seriously, honestly, that
I agree.
To me, that's pinnacle. That's pinnacle. How do you top that? How do you ride that wave? Right? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
But,
no, I agree.
So as everybody sees, Bridgestone Arena in the background, but we're at Teddy's Tavern, which is, to me, the coolest little best kept secret in Nashville. And there's Broadway. There's Broadway. Here's Teddy's Tavern. Teddy's Tavern is owned by Fat Bottom Brewing Company. So this is a brewery's little hangout, right? Which is really cool. So I've been coming here. This has always been my favorite spot because this used to be a place called Poncho and Lefties, which I loved it when there was a Ponchos and Lefties. Yeah. So Teddy's Tavern now, they've just upped the game. They've done all this fabulous work on the patio. I mean, this never used to be here. So I mean, look at that. You could literally throw a softball and hit the front door with that close. Right?
If you had an arm like old Brett Favre.
Well, we might get into that here in a little bit. So tell me now what's your career look like now? I mean, where do you see Frankie Justin now? Now, maybe you didn't see before.
Definitely a lot of mind-opening things, you know, just by being here, knowing that I can do certain things that I thought maybe in the past, oh man, that would be cool one day. That would be cool, you know, having that belief and understanding that it can happen. That's been a really cool thing. It's just been incredible to be in Nashville, making music, playing music, live shows, and just, I mean, since I moved here, my social media has gone crazy.
I see that.
That's been going really cool. And that was like one of my goals. I'm like, when I come to town, I just want my socials to I just want to bring people into my world and have them in on this journey with me, you know? And not just have followers, but have people who are engaged with you and who actually are a part of the journey.
Right.
Because I mean, in music, I think music is such a soulful thing that I don't do it just for me. I feel like I do it, I love it. That's the number one reason why I do it. It's my passion, my love.
Right.
But I just feel like when you have a calling in life, you know, when you have that kind of thing that just keeps coming back to you, I feel like you have to answer that and put your 110% into it. And not only that, not only for you, but for somebody, because, you know, your song and your music is hopefully, if you're doing it right, going to impact somebody in a positive way.
So cool.
And it's God's work.
So that's, I think a couple people have told me that's kind of what life's all about. So I mean, so you're absolutely, because I've watched you for many years now, and I don't even know if I know anybody, and I mean this sincerely, I don't know anybody that is more passionate, what you just said, more soulful, takes it to heart, but gives it back. I mean, seriously, what you do, you can see. I see you when you're on stage. I see you when you're sitting here with me. I see you when we're at a bar having a drink or having lunch. I see what you try to give back, which to me is better than what you give out, if that makes sense, right?
Oh man.
I mean, what you take
that.
in. I mean, that's so you're doing to me, not only in the music industry, but you're doing to me what an artist. That's their ultimate, right? You're doing to me what an artist sets out to do at the biggest platform. So it's so cool. It's so cool watching this kid. I'm telling you, I call him a kid, but because he really is.
I'll take kid. I'll hold on to it as long.
He got called 16 the other night.
I did. Oh man.
But you really are. So a kid this age with this much talent, with this much future, and now, like I said, I'll brag about Jimmy Ritchey because he is. He's amazing, and
it's a lot to brag about.
I'm going to get to meet him soon, and I can't wait because I've known him through Mark Chestnut, I've known him through Jake Owen, and he's amazing. And I think the two of you are going to give you exactly what you need, and that's that one hit song that puts you there, right? So that's right. Right?
Well, thank you. I totally agree. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
It's easy. It's easy to do with good people.
That's
right?
right.
It's easy to do with good people. So let's look. Let's dissect what's going on in the country music industry right now.
Let's go.
Right?
Okay.
So you and I touched on it a little bit back in April, but even since then, I think, thank God, we're seeing a little more. Every day, a little more of that 80s, 90s traditional slide guitar, fiddle coming back to country music, and thank you.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Oh no, you're right.
You see that?
Oh,
What do you see from today in the next 5 years? Let's just say next 5 years. What do you see country music at?
To be deathly honest with you, 5 years is a little bit too long to predict out, in my opinion.
So a
just
year.
Because,
let's do a year.
Okay, a year's much better because trends change so much and things in our landscape are ever evolving.
Good call. You're in the business. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, 5 years ago, I remember songs that I thought we were going in a trajectory. You know, I think there's people in town, some really great executives who said, I'm paraphrasing, of course, said like, well, man, if I knew that question, I'd have the best label in town. I'd have the best everything. That's the thing we're all looking for. So, you know, I'd just say right now it's really inspiring to have artists like Zach Bryan out, artists like Warren Ziders, artists like Corey Kent. Oh, man, I love his brand. That's so cool.
I agree. There are so many new names, number one, but just new. I don't want to say new aspects or new genres in the industry, but there's just so many more people, right? That are getting in. You hear one guy and you're like, holy cow, that's amazing. Then you go down the street or the next day, you're like, oh my gosh, that guy's better than the last guy. I mean, it's really the talent is amazing.
It's insane. And not only that, I think the audience is craving that right now. Audience is craving traditional country, old school country, and old school country voices.
Oh, I see
Especially
that.
people my age right now.
I see that.
Right now is thriving on that.
Right.
They love it more than, because it's real. It's real music. It's not something that was made on a track, on a pad. It was something that was really from a musician and from the soul again, you know?
Right.
And I think that's really inspiring. So, you know, you look at what your audience is really into.
Yeah.
And I think that helps with a little bit of insight into the future. You got guys like Randall King who are killing it.
Oh,
you know, and Randall King's fan base is all like people my age, you know, people in their 20s, which is so cool. And that's songs that, you know, it's like, think of it, he's doing like Mirror Mirror, which was like Singletary of the 90s, you know?
That's true. You hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Right? And that, you know, what we're talking about doesn't even touch on the Texas music scene.
No.
Which Randall King, Texas, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so that
Jenna Paulette's killing it right now.
Oh my gosh. It just, like I said, it just one after another. Bailey Ray.
Yeah.
Bailey Ray, who was on The Voice.
Yeah.
Bailey Ray, traditional, I think, you've heard her,
Yeah.
one of the most traditional women country voices I've heard since Leanne Womack.
Yeah.
That's who
Great
I go
voice.
back to, right?
Oh my goodness.
So that's just like I said, one after another. So where does Frankie Justin fit in? You knew I was leading up to that. Where's Frankie end up?
Yeah. So, you know, I'm really proud of the music I'm making with Jimmy right now. It's music that I think can stand up to a test of time. It's music that is the best music I've ever been a part of and been just put into, you know. And I'm really honored to have that. We got songs that he wrote. We got songs that, I mean, yeah, right?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. His even, so I'm sure he's got a vault. Well, even his wine room's got to be full of stuff that Frankie Justin can open up and be like, oh my gosh, what are we doing here, right?
It's
I mean,
insane.
what are we doing? What are we doing with this?
Yeah.
So,
It's been just so cool to move here and just be around it, and more importantly, just getting stuff from him.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
by getting, I mean advice, mentorship. That it's just everything to me.
Yeah,
You know.
right on.
And
Right
I
on.
say that, you know, to people and on stuff like this. It's just one of the best things that's ever happened in my life.
That's so
Sincerely.
cool. So you know what? And I look at people in this industry, and I look at people that don't have the opportunity that
Yeah.
you do. And that's a once in a lifetime thing, right? I mean, you got one shot, right? I mean, you got really, right?
Yeah.
You at an opportunity like this, you got one shot, and man, you're doing it and you're taking it. And I'm, like I said, I can talk about your excitement all day. It's so cool. It's so cool to see. It really,
Thank you,
it
man.
really
I
is. It really is.
appreciate that.
It really is. So, I'm gonna hit on something that you don't know is coming, and I've talked to you about this.
Okay.
Why don't you put a fiddle in the band?
We gotta. We have to.
I don't. Why not? You got to slide, right? I mean, you're all about slide and fiddle.
Oh, steel
Can you-
guitar is my favorite instrument.
Can you envision what you're doing? Put a little fiddle in there.
I can.
You didn't see that one coming.
No, I never. No. I can though.
So, you've got a new single.
Yes. I'm so excited.
New single.
This is one of the first places I'm announcing it on.
Oh man, that's
October 13th.
Yes, I get the privilege again.
October 13th. It's a song that Jimmy Ritchey wrote. It's a song that Phil O'Donnell wrote. I love it. It's how I feel as an American. It's how I feel coming from the small town I grew up in. My mom.
It's so good.
The family values, the hard work I grew up at, and the people I grew up around. It's called Jesus, Mama, and Cold Beer. It's by far the best song I have released yet.
It's so
Jimmy
good.
produced it, and it was so magical to be there in the studio and see that song come to life.
And it's so good.
Thank you.
So good. You know what? Once again, I'm that guy that loves this kid to death. And I always say, hey, this song, and this is in the past. This song, this is it. This is the one that's going to take you off, right? This one, this has got so much behind it, right? And the lyrics, how you come with it, the story you tell. Jesus, Mama, and Cold Beer. I think I'll say it again. I think this is going to be. I think is going to be that one that cracks you out.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you.
Really.
I believe so too. And not only that, if you guys can pre-save it, go to my social media sites, jump on the link in bio and hit pre-save Jesus, Mama, and Cold Beer. That would mean everything to me. It really, really helps make an impact on the start of this song. So if you could do that and support, oh man, that would be so cool.
There you go.
October 13th it comes out. So have it pre-saved there on wherever you stream music, and she's going to be out to radio and everywhere else.
Ask for it, guys. Ask for it on your stations, on your country stations in your area, because that's how you're gonna be able to show Frankie love.
Yeah.
Is getting out there, asking for it, and getting guys to getting these radio stations to play it, right? So, but it's going to be easy, because I'm telling you, when you hear it, you're going to be like, yep, that's a favorite.
It's definitely mine. I hope it is everybody else's too.
So I want you to tell me. Let's make a deal. Let's make a pact
Okay.
right now.
Let's go.
Okay. 1 year from today, we're gonna meet back here, right? We're gonna meet back at this same place.
Okay.
And when we do, what's Frankie Justin gonna tell Jimbo?
I'm going to tell you that I had the most streamed songs I ever had in my life. I'm going to tell you that I'm on tour, opening up for some artists I'm really proud of, and that hopefully, I played some shows out of the country. So did my first. I've always wanted to take things international. That's where I want to go.
Yeah.
That's where I see myself.
Yeah, I know that.
Taking country music to markets that aren't traditionally country. So I'm hoping I can do that and be the guy to wave the flag for country music. And At home and abroad.
That's cool. So what you're telling me is Frankie Justin's going international.
That's the goal.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right, man.
Everybody's seeing that right now. 1 year from now, I'm gonna hold him to it. So old friend, we said we play a little music.
Let's go.
Huh?
Sounds like a plan to me.
So coming to you live from Teddy's Tavern in Nashville, I'm gonna introduce my buddy with his new single, Jesus, Mama, and Cold Beer, Frankie Justin.
If you had an arm like old Brett Favre, wind at your back, wouldn't be that hard to throw a rock from end to end of this little town. We got football, fishing, pretty girls to chase, cornfields, mama's kitchen, since floating away from the banks of a river. Then it's Sunday dinner on the ground. Just a handful of down-home everyday folks, up and at 'em when the rooster crows. We take a lot of pride in the simple life round here. We're all about Jesus, mama, and cold beer. Around 8 o'clock, that old barbershop goes to filling up with ears to drop. Might be some sleepy eyes from last night letting down their hair. The 10 Commandments still hang on the wall in a hardware store at the county town hall, and the PTA's still got the final say on the who's and the what's and the where's. Just a handful of down-home everyday folks, up and at 'em when the rooster crows. We take a lot of pride in the simple life round here. We're all about Jesus, mama, and cold beer. Oh yeah. Just a handful of down-home everyday folks, up and at 'em when the rooster crows. We take a lot of pride in the simple life round here. We're all about Jesus, mama, and cold beer. Oh.
You killed it again.
Thank you.
Killed it again. Man, that sounded good.
Thank you so much.
So excited for you. So excited for you.
Oh man, thank you.
Always a pleasure having you. Always better being around you. And now you're here, right? Now you're here. You made it.
Not yet.
No.
We've made it to a location. Now we got to make it to the destination.
I love that. That. So, I always ask my one question for my guests. So, if you could change one thing in the Western industry, in the Western culture, to keep it Western, what would it be?
That is a great question. I love it.
Well,
I'm going to take 10 seconds on that because that's really interesting.
Yes.
I'll tell you exactly what I would do. Bring high school rodeos to more eastern states.
Oh,
that's what I would do.
Wow.
It teaches kids really great responsibility or work ethic, and teaches them to care for something that's outside of themselves, and it gives you a sense of pride. So bring some high school rodeo into some places that it's not around.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? I always love first. And that's a first. That's a first. And that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, you're talking about a unbelievably growing sport, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Near and dear to both our hearts. And
Yeah.
you're right. There's different parts of the country that isn't as prominent as others.
There's not one in my home
There
state.
you
There's
go.
not one, I don't think, in my whole home region. So it needs to be there.
See, there you go. I like
Yeah.
that. Great answer, man.
Thank you.
Great answer. Great.
Yeah.
High school rodeo. Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. So, always my time to say how appreciative of our sponsors and posse of partners we've got that make this thing roll. So, I want to reach out to Ranch Texas, who is our title sponsor, ranchtexas.com. We have just an unbelievable arsenal of ranches and land for sale as we speak. So ranchtexas.com. Reach out to myself. Reach out to Vanessa Nunez on anything ranch, anything ranchy, Frankie, anything ranchy. Pendleton. Just love talking about my whiskey. So the preferred whiskey of Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches, Pendleton. And as I talk about Pendleton whiskey, I want to talk about the lady who has been near and dear to my heart and helped us out tremendously, Miss Mindy Pendleton. Mindy, reach out to @Pendleton Mindy on Instagram, and she does an unbelievable job of showing love and sending out everybody that watches Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches, and tell them you love the show, tell them I sent you. She's going to send you out some really cool Pendleton swag. So another group I want to reach out to, because they've been unbelievable in this whole process of turning the podcast into a show, and that's Blended Sense, our production team out of Austin, Texas, and everybody that's across the country that is behind the camera. This is the coolest thing. This is the coolest thing I've ever done, and I can't tell these guys how much I love them and how much I appreciate every single one of them that's behind that camera. So thank you, Blended Sense. We've got some new stuff happening to Cowboys, Trailers, and Ranches, and it's going to be epic, guys. So stay with us. And I can't thank this gentleman enough for being a part of it in this amazing city that I think everybody. I think I can speak for everybody across the country who doesn't love Nashville.
Oh gosh,
Who doesn't love Nashville? So appreciate you once again.
Thank you,
always,
sir.
always a pleasure. Like us on Facebook, like us on Instagram. Please go to YouTube channel and do the old subscribe thing for us, because 56-year-old guy trying to freaking fit into social media world. So that's the best I can do. So help us out. Appreciate y'all. Do you remember how we sign off?
I think so. It's been a while.
Okay, so grab this. We're gonna have a little toast.
Beautiful.
On the count of 3, we're gonna
All right.
say, let her buck and keep it Western. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Let her
Let her
buck,
buck,
keep it
keep it
Western.
Western.
Boom.
Oh, I hope you got that.